The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, had a game so. It's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus a mule and 8 acres. A lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'ma fuck her, then I leave her. It's the old Mac knees, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac knees.
Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through, wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dropping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tab, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the...
ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know? Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
My pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, 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 money.
Call out here for a pill. Pretty tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
Thanks. Didn't realize thanks, guys. I forgot that I turned off my computer and it turned off the mic. I was just letting King D say what up to Tino, said what up to King D, and to let King D know that we're going to be streaming more on Twitch now. So everybody get over to Twitch where you can become a member over there. His chat is extra lit. We got the 420 crew membership badges over there. We got custom emojis over there. It is very, very lit. Let's see. Derek in the house. What up? Salute. The real Tommy V. Salute. All right. Man. Derek said, oh my God, no more Burrow. I really can't believe that, dude. Like this year is it's cursed, man. So it's every other year, right? That it's like the Scorpio, Mars moon or whatever. Man, this year it is taking over. It is taking over. And there we go. We got Bogey in the house.
What up?
And Derek said no more Mark Andrews. What a bullshit ass Thursday night game that we lose two stars.
Derek has all of them. Way to go, Derek.
I got them all too. We all got them all. If you play with us, I'm sure you roster everybody.
Listen, I got 0 Mark Andrews.
It's funny because I literally only have 1 Mark Andrews. That's it out of all my
You contributed. You're part of the problem. Derek is leading the charge, apparently. Every time you hear Derek complain about someone he almost killed this year,
it's that dumbass, and it's not dumb. I just there's little things about it that I don't like now. But it's the first dynasty that I ever created. That's the one I have. That's a 2020 draft. I have the Lamar Andrews stacked in that one. Hasn't really worked out like that well, like since, like, I mean, it's always an issue with one of these guys.
That was like so 2019, huh?
Yeah.
It's like, that was the baddest ass. Yeah, because I think he drafted that in 2020, right? So that would be, you were getting the MVP plus, like, you know, the second best tight end at the time.
Yep. Sounded great at the time. Now it's turned into 3 years of not winning a championship. And Mark Andrews going out right now. Thank the Lord I got Jonnu Smith, so I'm not like completely dead because there is like a tight end spot over there, which I hate.
What happened to Mark Andrews?
Ankle. It was Logan Wilson, man. Like,
yeah, I know, but I'm talking about like what is it, high ankle? Like what did they say?
I forget what I someone throw it in the chat. I know I saw it, but I cannot remember for the life of me right now. All right. Derek said, this is terrible. This is terrible.
It's terrible.
Hey, Levin. What up, bro?
What up, Jay Levin?
Take this dab. I'll answer your question. So, would you accept Ken Walker and Gabe Davis for a 2024 first, mid to late, and a 2026 first and a third? Got to give me context about your team. Got to give me context about your team.
They call me crazy, but I don't give a fuck about a 2026 anything right now.
A lot of leagues aren't even really going to make it that far.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this guy trying to finesse you.
Tucker said Dotson, Dubs, or Jaden Reed this week. Full PPR. Probably leaning Dubs. Yeah.
Playing the Chargers are not the greatest.
Derek said I don't have Mark Andrews, but I got Burrow.
Okay.
Tino said my Chase is dead. I mean, it's tough, man.
Okay, I'm gonna say this what I said on the Thursday night stream too, is that I'm okay with Zach Taylor. Like, he's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, he'll figure out a way to get the ball in his playmakers' hands. Like, he comes from that Sean McVay, Shanahan coaching tree. So
only thing we have to go off of is like what happened when Burrow wasn't really there in the second half of his rookie season. And the pieces didn't die all the way. You know, like Higgins wasn't what he is now. Joe Mixon, I don't really remember what he did, but
he was decent. I mean, he was hurt. So he closed out the year okay, if I remember correctly. Remember Joe Mixon, he had like they thought he had Liz Frank or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, which sucks too, because man, like even N'Kobe Dean having the Liz Frank, that's like, you know, you hope they come back the following year good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't want to be dealing with that shit like anytime after now already. All right. Devo. What up, Devo? What up, Liz Joe? Frank.
What up?
Chase, what up?
What's happening?
Quincy, what up? He said, what up, fam? I got Schultz and Kincaid. Should I trade Kincaid for Kyron Williams? Kincaid has a bye week 13.
Nah.
Yeah, I would look to trade Schultz, and I get it that you're, you know, the one bye week, but yeah, Kincaid, I like his outlook more.
Yep.
Candlestick in the house. What up, homie?
Top of the morning, my good brother. Come by if you want to burn or something.
Chase said, how you feel about Isaiah Likely going forward? I'm still, I mean, if there was ever going to be a time, it's going to be now. I'm not going to be paying up for him if someone's going to try to trade me him in Dynasty. Every redraft, go pick him up off the waiver. Do your due diligence this week.
I think the Ravens are hella like analytically driven.
%, yeah.
Yeah, when they make their game plan against a team, they're like, all right, they're susceptible to the tight end. Boom, tight end's in their game plan. You know what I mean? Yeah. Look at last Thursday. Okay, they give up booty to receivers. We're gonna hit them off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was, and they're giving a booty to like in the short game, and they taking a yard. How many times did they almost do that to them? There's even like there was one with the flag, the big one with the flag, and I mean they kept yakking them to death. They had some kind of matchup there that they like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, is Isaiah Likely gonna be like startable? Yeah, likely. See what I did there? But like, yeah, likely against a matchup that they're gonna feel they need to attack them with the tight end. You know what I mean? This is just how they're game planning. That's why it's been hard to predict like a Lamar blow up game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Smokey the Cat said, I think Chase will still produce in PPR. I think so too.
Yep.
Tino said Chase hasn't been putting up numbers I expected, and I made it this far. I should be good, but I need 2 at a ball, so 400 yards a game.
Yeah, he's talking about in the East Side League because he has the Tua. He has like the Tua Pollard Chase. Like me and Tino were right next to each other in that draft. And I went Tyreek Hill at the 12 spot. At the 13 out of 14, he went Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
And like I was like, I remember just beating myself up a little bit, but just, you know, like I really took Hill over Chase, but I was sticking to the curriculum. You know what I mean? That was the script. You know what I mean? That's just where I was doing what I was doing this year. So could have been a different story because Chase has been up and down. But you know, Chase is also annoying because like he was right. Shouldn't have brought back Burrow till week 5.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. Like that would have been way better. The way better move for that would have been the way better move for the for Joe Burrow. Who knows if that would have been the way better move for the Bengals? Who, I mean, who knows if it would have been the better move for Chase? I mean, shit. What if
More better butter.
What if he just came out and sucked? But yeah, Bengals. It's all bad. It's all. Bad.
Here's another thing. Here's another thing. Like, all right, if your name is Jake Browning, you gotta feel okay because at least they kept him on and not Brandon Allen. Which I'm not saying Brandon Allen's a world beater, but like he's just Brandon Allen was the backup for like 3 years over there, 2 years. So like to go to some other kid that like only been in the system for this past offseason, I should say something. And like, maybe they were playing a little bit of lax defense in that second half when they were just shellacking the fuck out of the Bengals. Because I don't want to say, oh, he looked decent against the Bengals defense. Like, I mean,
yeah. And what up, Kelly said if Lockett doesn't play, is JSN a good start? Yep. JSN's kind of been a good flex whether Lockett starts or not these last couple weeks.
It's almost like it helps him when those other guys are starting because then he's just getting like less attention.
Yeah,
he's been out producing the two Lockett and DK the past like month.
Yeah, Steven Joe, what up? He said start Dell or Debo. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go Debo.
The Dell thing is really interesting. No Noah Brown. They're playing,
which I don't know why the hell we cannot put Noah Brown out. Like I don't know why he's not out on sleeper yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, I mean, they officially listed him out. Like Dameon Pierce is out. Like Henry H2O is out.
Hold on, Dameon Pierce is out. I thought he practiced yesterday.
They got him listed as out.
Okay, I just didn't look yet this morning. But yeah, like I mean, because I always go to the sweep, just put everyone in the IR that's eligible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could have swore I put Noah Brown in there, but I was really, really loaded last night.
And South Sea said, "What up, Fields or Dobbs?" Who's Fields got? The Lions.
They got the Lions. It would be slightly Fields for me.
I'm going Dobbs. Fuck it. And he said, "Pick 2 out of Pacheco, Singletary, White, Madison."
It'll be Singletary, and
I'll go Singletary, Pacheco.
White. I'll go Singletary and White.
Let's see. And what up, Tucker? Tucker came over. I think this is from Twitch, right? And when Derek says salute, that just means like, what up? Just welcoming you to the chat. And did you hear throw a comment in? Did you hear when we gave the answer on your on the Twitch?
He said
the question was the same thing.
It's funny. That's like the 8th, 9th, 12th time I've heard someone be like, it's probably youngsters. How they're like, oh, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Salute.
Yeah. It's not as
it's hella funny. One of my girl, because we're all going to San Jose and whatnot, and then she's gonna meet up with some of her homegirls, do dinner and whatnot, and they're all just talking about how kids like have slang and shit, and then like because we're all grown now. Like some of them got kids like in their 19, 20 years old.
Yeah, their kids are turning into adults almost.
Yeah, and they're like, they say tough. Like tough means like cool, and I was like, these bitches is old. I'm like, we've been saying this shit is tough. I was like, when I was that age, we were saying this shit is too tough. Get the fuck out of here. Talking about that's just the old shit coming back. Get the fuck out of here.
This is funny, Tina. The Bengals and the Bills aren't scary anymore. And they said in the Home Alone voice, "Hey, I'm not afraid anymore."
You know what? I'm the fucking furnace, bro.
Man, that furnace was it was tough.
Yeah, I'm the furnace in Home Alone. That's what I am. Just alone in the dark and rusted, and scaring all the children away.
Facebook user, make sure you hop over to YouTube, type in Fantasy Football Hustler or Fantasy Football Funk, one of the two. You'll see us pop up there. And he said, who would you start over Javonte or Brian Robinson? Ooh. You know that Gibson isn't going to be playing this week. Like,
Yeah,
that just makes me want to go all sides.
I would start by playing B-Rob over Javante.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Minnesota's like sneaky good on defense.
Javante he's been all volume, you know, like he really has been, and it is a volume play. But if you're telling me now B-Rob is going to get volume plus a good matchup, like I got to go B-Rob. And let's see. Let's hope they give him somewhere close to 20 touches. I know he's going to be in some kind of, but let's hope we get like remember CMC, like after he finally got healthy and like, you know, after the couple years of being hurt, like they wouldn't give him like 98% of the work like they used to. They'd give him like 85 to 90%. If we get B-Rob the Mob somewhere in there, that'd be,
the one thing that sucks is like if they get up really good in this game and they're like, okay, Chris Rodriguez, chew the clock out. You know what I mean? Because that's a possibility. Like,
I mean, I guess they're going.
I would hope that they're winning because of B-Rob.
Aren't they gonna need to like score like hella points like that, like for like them to like potentially like make the playoffs, like maybe if they catch a couple dubs
because of the points total thing as well.
Yeah,
it's for tiebreaker or whatnot. Like,
I mean, they're gonna need everything that they could get when it comes down to whoever's the last team or last few teams trying to get in.
They beat Arizona, who beat the Cowboys.
Oh, they're the best. Never mind. Yeah. Right, they're the best.
Just saying, I don't know what else. I don't know what else they have to show us. They've already put it down. They've proven it.
All right, there we go. We gave and Facebook user, I'd love to call you out by your name. If you get over to YouTube, because it just says, if you're looking at the screen, it just says Facebook user. He said that's what I was thinking. So we gave him the confirmation bias. And let's just hope that they love B-Rob the Mob as much as we do over there. That's it.
Get the drop. We love that motherfucker. Get your guns, everyone. And it Bubba goes. See, you gotta start running. You gotta start running like this. Like you got the ball.
Quincy said, "Do I start Pacheco over Terry?" Man, see, like the easy answer should be yes, but it's the worst matchup. And Singletary like has a really, really good matchup. And there's like nobody else over there.
Is there no Dameon Pierce for real?
I saw it say out. So I mean, if Peacock comes in and tells me like that was an error, like I'll listen to it. But I'm just going off of what I see on Sleeper because they didn't have him listed as out like 24 hours ago. He was listed as questionable.
I've seen Sleeper do this before. It's annoying, right?
Yeah.
Because they're the fastest one over Yahoo and ESPN, so I expect better than that of them. They're like, come on, what the fuck? Should put him in the fucking IR already.
Tino said the cards are sneaky good.
No, and then we still have to play them when now they have Kyler Murray. Goddamn it.
Okay, what he said, I don't know why it's saying Facebook user. It's Jared. It usually shows my name. So if you're watching in the Facebook group right now,
I'll never show your name.
There's like a link that you have to click on that's in like the description of the video. If you watch on like my personal page and stuff, it doesn't block your name. It's because the group is like a private group.
It's to protect the names of the innocent.
Jake said Mike Evans for Swift fair. I mean, it's fair, yeah. Like,
I just don't really want a rotational back like that. But I would. If I need a receiver, I'm hella happy to get Mike Evans.
Yeah,
he's kind of like just a WR2. Like a back end WR2, you know what I mean? That could have like a WR1 finish.
And Alex said Garrett Wilson or Rice.
Garrett Wilson kind of popped up on that thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he popped up on the injury report.
Yeah.
That might because I'll play Garrett. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna play Rice. I will just play Rice then. Is that might? Garrett Wilson's averaging about 14 points in a single PPR. It's pretty good. He's not scoring any tugs though, and like then on the flip side of that, Rice, that's all he does. It's kind of crazy.
Jake said, "I don't think JJ starts this week." Nah, he's not going to start. Like they're already. pretty much this entire week. Like, I don't know, they gave us no type of nothing that he was gonna start.
Hey, you know that game? You go like this?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
JJ's like, oh fuck. Charlie wants another week, JJ.
And there goes Peacock. What up, Peacock? He said Pierce is out according to the team. Okay, I knew I wasn't tripping.
Okay, thank you, Peacock.
And he was at practice yesterday, Ed. Yeah, because I know I heard that too. And I thought that him practicing meant that he wasn't going to be out again, that he was going to play. But I swear they made it kind of quick announcement, like after the game, after the practice. But who knows? I mean, Peacock would know. That's why we're taking his word for it. And look at Peacock throwing in the 420 crew emojis over there on Twitch. Yeah. Make sure you guys get over there to Twitch. Extra lit. That's where the chat is going off these days. Yeah.
They got the bullet in the bubbles.
And you never heard any of those songs, right, Bogey?
Nah. But it's funny though, because it was just right in our face. It was right under our nose the whole time. The Kenny's dead. He's gonna die tonight. Like, I was like, oh, they did. Kenny's dead instead of Freddie's. Like, obviously.
Yeah, I wonder how much Master P got paid for that.
I mean, shit, they might have had to clear it. Well, I guess it was a cover. It was a cover versus it was a sample. Because that means that they recreated an old joint. Like how that Ronnie O Everlasting Bass. That's the intro. That was what we covered for the Sold Not Told intro.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we just remade the entire beat. So it's original, but it's a cover.
Right, because is that the original beat, and then they just remade the beat on the Kenny?
No, they remade the shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That was similar though, but I mean,
yeah, for sure. I mean, Master P, if it was Beats by the so he had this producer called Beats by the Pound, and this dude was like he was a musician extraordinaire too. So it's like, oh, okay, we want a goddamn what was his name? That was Curtis Mayfield.
Okay.
Well, we want a Curtis Mayfield. Freddie's dead. Okay, yeah, gets on the flute. Do 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 do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like, and it might be like an octave off, or a different note off the melody. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So or it might even be completely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then maybe the South Park motherfuckers paid to clear it, the usage of it. You know what I mean? Because that's another thing too. Is like if you're gonna sample something, that's one thing. But then if you're like gonna read,
I really want to hear the story of how that came together, because like South Park was still hella new at that time. Hella new.
Well, think about this. So, okay, they were on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
And it was kind of it was like Family Guy before Family Guy, because what blew up Family?
I'm not gonna let you say that. I know what you mean. 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 I just hate when they get compared.
Let me finish. No. I could mean something completely different. Why I mean is before Family Guy, if South Park came up like South Park did before Family Guy did, because Family Guy got canceled. Then they came out with the DVD. It went crazy. See, there was Comedy Central. You had to pay for this shit. It wasn't part of basic cable yet for that first season. Then they came out with the box set, the cassettes for season 1 of South Park. That shit blew them the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Those fucking cassette, that season 1 on video. That shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because just saying, like, and then they signed them on for like the next 2 seasons right out the gate, like, all right, we ain't fucking around this one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They made a push, became part of basic cable, and then it was a wrap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I'm wondering, like, because I just don't know what else was on Comedy Central at the time. You know what I mean? Like, what
there was nothing on. I mean, they pretty much say that Comedy Central, like South Park, built Comedy Central.
It was like The Simpsons for the Fox.
It was like South Park, and then Chappelle Show, and then like Comedy Central is a household name. Like
exactly.
They kept getting shows after that.
You know what I mean? I mean, even the goddamn Mind Him and See, I never fucked with that shit because he was a fraud. But like,
he always jacking shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, too, you had a trip, like, you know what I mean? Fucking, It's got little similarities because people want it's the NWA when they pulled their album off the shelves. You know what that did? Made their album sell more.
Okay, they didn't show that in the movie at all. But
they didn't.
They did send them. They showed the FBI cease and desist letter.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like they showed that part of it, and everyone was tripping.
Okay,
except Easy. He was like, you know what? Fuck that. We got our freedom of speech. We're about to take this all the way up the real way.
And see, it's what is it called? It was like participating, like distributors, right? Like, so say like you're like, no, we don't sell.
Yeah, like Best Buy or something, like right.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
One specific entity could be like, no, we're not fucking.
Now, if you're a mom and pops, you go cop like 10,000 units. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker flying.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? A motherfucker's gotta have it. Back in the day,
it was funny because they showed one of the areas. I think it was Chicago, maybe I can't remember what city, but they had like. Well, they were stomping it out. Plus, someone had a bulldozer there, and they were driving over all of them. And Easy's like, to tell you the truth, they can do what the fuck they want with them. They bought them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Like that.
Easy wasn't taking nothing personal. He's like, give me that money.
I mean, shit, he's a dope boy.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
still had to buy it.
That's crazy because when you're a dope boy, bro, you're easily able to compartmentalize all that shit, right? Everybody else, they're artists. They're starving artists. It's, you know what I mean? It's a passion thing.
Everybody looked devastated besides Easy. Like, they looked to him for, like, him to say something to, like, ease the moment. Because everyone was tripping. They're like, oh, these motherfuckers hate us.
They're like, what are you talking about? They bought all the dope. Like, he's looking at it in one way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they paid for those. That's an expensive. That's an expensive protest right there. There's hundreds and hundreds of CDs there.
That motherfucker's a free promotion. Thank you for the free promotion.
Yeah, because that was what he said about the FBI. All publicity is good publicity. He's like, we're going to use this. He's like, they were like, maybe if this was the LAPD, we'd have something to worry about. The LAPD's that.
Yeah, they'll beat the fuck out of you, kill you, fucking all the shit. Frame you, sprinkle some crack on them.
But yeah, they weren't worried about the FBI because they knew that they weren't going to do no shady shit like that.
I mean, the FBI.
At least they thought at that time.
There's a conspiracy that the NWA was plants. Like they right? maybe not that they had an agreement, but like they were selected by the feds to be like, okay, well, we're gonna put like Vince McMahon giving a wrestler a push. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, at the end, like that's what's crazy is because like I don't know, this is I mean, some people could have thought this was like a Black Panthers like type of movement, because like anytime black, bunch of black people assembling, Black Panther shit. That's crazy. It's the music that like I don't know, white people love this music really because it makes minorities kill each other still, or try to live the gangbang life or whatever. I mean, that's why it still exists.
Yeah, it glorifies it.
Yeah. And they acted like they hated it. I think it was only certain people who hated it. Like when Chris Rock was talking about, this is like in 96. He's like, I hear all these white people like, man, we're losing. And he was like, man, if y'all are losing, who the fuck is winning?
Bro. It's them, man. It's the man, bro. Shut the fuck up. Hey, you remember Homie the Clown?
Yeah. For sure.
He'd be like, yeah, because you just trying to suppress, homie, because you are a tool and an instrument of the man. and in the end, he finally meets the man.
Yeah.
And it's some white dude, right? And then he just hits him over the head with that joint. Homie, don't play that.
It's funny because like every time, like, I mean, I watched Wayne's Brothers way more than in Living Color. I mean, shit, just the age, I was a lot younger when Living Color was on cable.
Well, I only got 2 years on you, but see, I had a sister who was 9 years older than me. Definitely a bad influence. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't have nobody. It wasn't until I was like 16, 17, 18 where like, I started hanging around with people who were a little bit older who like introduced me. Because the modded X, actually, just the 2000s period, that was when they started coming out with the DVDs, box sets of all kind of shit from the 90s. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, so then like once that started happening, then you could get people were ripping them and putting them on the modded Xboxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
and
like
so
have all their living color joints, like from the DVD quality ones. I was like, hell yeah!
and even that streaming service that I've been telling you guys about for $30 a month. There's all these channels where it's like 24/7 TV shows and like just literally, just a catalog of TV shows, and you just turn it on, and it'll be some episode in some season, and then Living Color is one of those ones that they got on there. And I just remember in the Wayans Brothers, it was always Sean who was doing. It was like the ode to Homie the Clown. This is one of those things drummed up by the man.
Yeah. See, in the Living Color, what's his name? David Wayans. He had a joint where he was like, he was in prison. And he played a character. I forget the dude's name, but he was in prison, and he was like prison smart, like a prison genius. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he was the Muslim. It was an exaggeration of the Muslim cats that are like super duper conscious smart guys. Yeah, because to pontificate my proceedings of the establishment at hand. See what I'm saying? Because when you twist up the linguistics of to specify the moment in sporadication, it's just like it never makes sense. It's all these big ass words. Hella funny, bro. Yeah, to pontificate. But that
and then they just go full 180 with Don't Be a Menace. Remember where they went to jail and they met the confused Muslim? Want some swine, my brother?
That's cold, bro. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, Koopy rocking motherfuckers gonna leave the theater right there.
Oh man. And Peacock, he said Noah Brown is questionable. It's weird because I know we all saw that update of them saying him out. It was on yesterday's morning show. Derek was the one who saw it first, but I saw it. It was on Sleeper and it came from Twitter and someone, like, I don't fucking know, but
you know what it is.
Guess they were wrong.
The motherfuckers have mixed up the paperwork, right? Oh, that's right. Damien's out. Sorry, Damien. I was just standing at practice. I don't know why they said limited.
What up, JJ on Twitch?
What up, JJ? You gonna play this week?
Tino said South Park is the king. I mean, it's crazy because it's been on so long, and there's I don't know,
almost 30 years. 6 years away.
Yeah.
No, 3.
97.
Yeah, 3 years away, basically 3 and some change.
Yeah.
I know, like how old is that? It's crazy when I saw that thing where where they make the joint in 1 week. They showed them how they make the episodes.
Yeah, that was super cool.
That was fucking tight, bruh. But anyways, when they showed them, I ain't seen them since those videos. Cause the season when I bought that shit, that's how, you know what I mean? Cause it was such a thing like in junior high, like, oh shit, South Park shit. I don't got Comedy Central. Let me go cop that shit. You know what I mean? And like after every episode, it'd be them, Matt and Trey Parker, and they're just like, like hella like over the top, like kind of like
Well, it's like, but they had like an intro and an outro to like every
and they had like a fireplace and like there's like a dog, and like it was so random because like it'd be like a dog, like a real dog, they're petting it. Then the next one, it's like a plushie. Like it's just like the cutaway.
That was it was every cutaway. It was a different dog. Is what
or it was like a dog plushie even.
Yeah.
Like just it goes from different real dogs. All of a sudden, it's just a dog stuffed animal at one point. Like,
can you imagine these idiots like filming that shit? It's like because they just went through and they had the whole setup, and it's probably all right. Episode 1, here we go.
Yeah, they're sitting there with their with their legs crossed like this, and yeah, such a great episode. Like they're hella like.
Oh, that Kyle eating the Christmas snow.
Yeah, just don't eat the yellow snow.
Yeah, South Park's crazy. I
put the snow in my mouth so they don't see me breathe.
I don't know how many of the seasons I actually have on DVD. I feel like I might have 10 total. We were talking about the Black Friday sales and shit, right? I was always just buying crazy Black Friday deals on the DVDs, and I know one year I bought like 3 or 4 of those because they were like, I don't know, $5 or $10 each or some shit like that.
I
And it's
remember
crazy because I went and looked. The new seasons, they still go for $20 or $25, you know? So like
yeah, so
on
man,
DVD.
about 10 years ago, when like 10 years ago, 2013, I was still like copping DVDs and shit. And I remember
It's 2023. I'm still trying to cop DVDs.
well, I'm just saying, like, because I, you know, like we played and watched DVDs and shit. Like we actually use these things. I'm just saying now we don't even. They're just sitting around. Like, anyways, fucking I got my daughter into the Batman animated series, and like I had one of the seasons. It was like season 4 or whatever. So then I was trying
the animated series you said?
Yeah, the animated, the one that Fox had, and then they moved it to W. It was Fox.
I mean, that was like the dopest one.
Yeah, it was W. It was Warner Brothers, but Fox had it in the '90s and before it went to W. But like they, that was the dopest one. And she was into this shit. So like I would go to like all the Fry's Electronics trying to find this shit, and then like this is like early Amazon. One of my boys like, well, I guess Amazon already existed, but he's like, bro, just look on Amazon. And I found it, and that's
early Amazon for anyone who wasn't using it for books.
Yes. Because I was like, for real? Like he's like, and like, I mean, you always were able to get books and then movies and stuff like that, but and like especially for like the documentary DVDs and shit like that you would never find, and you know what I mean? Anyways, this motherfucker, it was like $140, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
For how many?
And then for the whole thing. Oh. And it was like, the one where it's like, when you look at it sideways, it has like a picture of Batman. He's like, doing his little fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but fucking
those things
and it was sold out,
released,
and
right?
there was never. It was $140. I couldn't find it anywhere. It was on Amazon. It's just out of stock. Like what the fuck? Like where do I?
That's what's crazy because like there's a lot of DVDs. I think I told you about Drop Dead Fred. For whatever reason, at one point, Drop Dead Fred DVD was like $50 on Amazon. Like you couldn't even find it. It was like hella rare.
Yeah, you got it for like 25, didn't you?
No, I've had that since I was a kid, since late 90s or whatever. I've had that forever. Yeah, ever since. Yeah, I don't know. I've always been on the DVDs. Like I always wanted a movie collection.
What about
to buy movies?
I watched what were we talking about? Oh yeah, that fucking Back to the Future joint, right? Remember they came out with like.
I bought that twice because I bought the
came out in the metal joint, right?
Yeah,
it was in a steel like sleeve.
Yeah,
fucking badass, and I had to have it for my collection. You know what I mean? Like that was just one of those ones. Like every time
now I don't care. Like if like a Blu-ray's on sale, I'll get the Blu-ray. But now a lot of times it's just like get the movie, just have it in DVD form in general.
Yeah, just to have it for your collection.
Because even shitty movies, like I mean, with the TV quality and stuff right now, like they still look decent. So it's not like.
I don't know. I'm weird like that too. It's like if Rocky's on TV and it's like 4:30 a.m. and that motherfucker's just like it's like in the middle of it, like oh shit, I gotta watch this.
Yeah.
Like it's I don't know. Is it nostalgic? Like oh shit, Rocky's on. Like I could probably just go watch Rocky right now if I wanted. You know what I mean? But it's on. And wherever it was at when I picked it up at, I don't care. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I do like the streaming service because like. Like just randomly, like I don't know how long it's been since like I like would just watch a movie channel like based on what was on, like no on demand or like shit like that.
Yeah.
So like that kind of shit is coming back to me a little bit, and then they'll have just movies
have like genre channels, right? To be like the all horror movies or all like we used to have to pay for that shit.
Yeah. Like right now, it's like the all Christmas movie, and there's like 7, or 8 different channels of like just different Christmas movies going down all the time.
That's funny because you're like, oh, Christmas movies 7, and then I was like, oh shit, bro. Oh, never mind. He's counting. Damn, 7's pretty dark, bro. I was like, I could argue that one's not a Christmas movie. Die Hard.
Oh man, Pedro. He said Josh Jacobs or Monty this week. I'm on the Jacobs side.
Who are they playing again?
Raiders got Miami. Lions got
okay. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy when I say this. Jacobs gonna get like 25 touches. Like as long as because even if the game gets out of hand, they're gonna throw him the ball. Like this guy's like he's the nucleus right now since the interim head coach has taken over. You know what I mean?
Oh no. Oh, actually, maybe not. So our man Bakes a Lot just made a trade with Bernie Mac over in the number 7.
Oh, he sold him a QB.
So Bernie Mac received a 2024 first, and I gotta go look and see. He sent Bernie Mac receives his own 2024 first rounder and his own 2024 fourth rounder. Bakes receives DJ Moore, Justin Fields, Spillane, and Teabags. Bernie Mac also got Dotson as well.
But I know, damn, Bernie Mac for the low.
And where's Bernie Mac? Like,
I didn't even get a chance to try to sell Bakes a Lot Browning because I was the fucking a piece of shit holding on to Browning for some reason. When I was looking at my roster, I was like, oh shit, I already have him.
It's because it's that top 3 pick. That's funny because like even Bakes was asking. Remember, he was asking, "What do you think about that?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. Like unless this is a move that's going to win me a championship, I'm holding that top 3." And maybe he just stuck to his guns and is like, "This top 3 is worth so much that like I'm not coming off anything else other than
for Justin Fields. Give me explaining to do. Give me fucking see." Bakes watches the show and I've made trades with Bakes for listen. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll take that, but also throw in these linebackers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, why not? People will do that just to be like, "Fuck, I'm so close to get it done." I just want some linebackers now.
Yeah, Teabags is nothing. You might as well get that as a little bit of insurance with Fields.
Yeah, just in case Fields get a little boo boo again. You know what I mean? Good shit. Bakes is competing in this one, right?
Or no, remember it was
Bernie Mac is buying
there's a 9-1. There's a 9-1 team, an 8-2 team, a 7-3 team. Me and you, I'm 8-2, you're 7-3, and then Bakes is 6-4, and then we got the crop of the 5-5s after that.
Oh yeah, this is savagery.
Yeah.
Damn, and he bought the DJ Moore stack with it. Fucking A, dude. Good shit.
Yeah, it's crazy because what did he have a bunch of people on bye this week or what? He's got Bijan, on bye, but Drake London on bye also. Yeah, he's got a couple offensive guys on bye because it looks like on paper, I mean, you're set up to smash him. He had to he had to start Justice Hill.
He's loaded up.
I mean, a little bit, right? He's making I mean, he traded away Bernie Mac's back to Bernie. So I don't know. I don't remember what he traded to like actually get that.
What's crazy is like Bernie, I've seen him in both modes. You know what I mean? I've seen Bernie when he's competing and he's buying things to make a push, and I've seen him when he's like, all right, I'm going the other direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he's 3-7 here. So I mean he's but it's crazy because his points for aren't that bad. I mean, it looks like he has one of the tougher schedules on the season.
Yeah.
But I don't even know who the hell Bernie has to where he could give up Fields like that. But yeah.
I mean, he's about to go buy him a QB. That's what he's talking about.
I mean, it's gotta be, right?
Yeah, and then at the same time, too, you had a friend, hey, wake your ass up.
Pedro. Make sure throw us a little make sure we know that you heard. Let's see. Let's rapid fire a couple of these. Get to the bottom. Let's see. Real Tommy V just traded A-Chain and Schultz for Swift. Swift has an amazing playoff schedule. I probably wouldn't have done that, but I mean
done that at all.
Yeah, I like A-Chain.
Yeah, A-Chain. You had A-Chain about to come back, and then Schultz is like, a top 3-4-ish tight end on a week-to-week basis. So and they both got no buys the rest of the way. Like, I mean, I guess the same thing for Swift, but Swift's still in a rotation, and like I guess just hold on to. Like I would tell people, if you have Kenneth Gainwell, that's someone I would hold on to. One of these days, Swift will die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Swift he's been upright this whole year though, so you know what I mean. All things considered, we're running behind one of the best offensive lines, so there is that.
Chewy said Mike Evans for Metcalf. I just don't like doing trades like that. He said I'd be getting Metcalf. I like his playoff schedule. We talked about how juicy the playoff schedule is.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just gonna stick with my guns, and I just never do wide receiver for wide receiver, and never do running back for running back. It's got to help me tremendously. Ta, Peacock. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. And this was funny. What was that in? Where it's like, you should lynch me for what people did to your people. Stand up for your right.
That was
what was that? How high?
Yeah, it was. He was like, "Go march with your people."
Yeah. And it was the uppity, the couple uppity folks. Why aren't you marching out with your brothers?
That's hella funny.
Jake said Kittle or Kincaid? Half point PPR.
Kittle. Kincaid.
Man, I mean that
Kittle. Oh shit, Kittle's playing the Buccaneers too, bro.
Yeah,
but you know what though? The lack of weaponries for Kincaid, it's just like just digs in him basically. If you ask me, like yes, I love Gabe Davis, but you know what I mean, like against this matchup, it's like they're gonna get erased to the best of their ability, right? The Jets are really good on the outsides, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just give it up to booty. That's why I'm slightly saying Kincaid. If you're gonna say someone who's gonna get 8, 9, 10 targets, bro, for sure, like isn't that crazy? I'd say it's Kincaid right now.
Yeah.
3 weeks of it.
I'm still going Kittle because like Kittle in his smash matchups, he smashes.
Yeah, Arizona. The Cowboys.
Cowboys weren't even a smash matchup, but we knew it was about to happen.
They were. They were.
Evan said, had Burrow go down, who has more upside out of Warren or Calvin Ridley? Need to start one in the flex. I would say Ridley has more upside, but Warren just seems like way safer of a play.
Yeah, but it's also the Browns.
It's going to be his receiving work that's going to keep. That really keeps his floor high unless everything changes. That'd be crazy if what if everything just kind of changed?
Ridley's playing against Tennessee, man. I'm doing it.
Yep.
But I hate him. But I'm doing that. I'll play Ridley over Warren.
Uh-oh. Jake said, speaking of Christmas, we already got the tree up. Nice.
Yeah, I gotta get that because we got the we got every year we rotate it. We got like a flocked one and the fucking and what is it called? A regular one, but we get all the artificial joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna put both of them on now because we got hella space.
And JJ, how many starting QBs are now out for the season? Cousins, Burrow, Watson, Rodgers, Tannehill, Richardson, Danny Pesos. Am I missing anyone? I mean, I know that Ritter didn't go down due to injury, but I mean that's a starting QB.
Yeah, it was a concussion technically.
Well, I thought they just said like
he had a concussion. I mean, he could have came back. You're right. I guess he got cleared. They still lost that game, which is funny.
Yeah, we're just talking about. I just threw him in the category of QBs that started the season that are not starting anymore.
Yeah, I think Ritter comes back as a starter though. They didn't win with Heineke. I think that says that you know what I mean. That helps his campaign.
Oh, Ritter's trash. They better,
yeah, he is.
Move on. They better move on.
They should have made a move. Like they should have like I don't know.
What up, John?
Anything. What up, John?
And Peacock said, what if streaming disappears and we have to go back to hard copies? What's crazy is, remember, there was like one random day, like over the summer where we weren't streaming because like the internet was pretty much out for me the entire day. We had all those movies. We weren't bored as far as like stuff to watch. But yeah, there's no streaming. There was no nothing. We ain't got no internet. And then Peacock said, oh, and remember that show? Hard copy.
Real talk, huh? That was throwback.
Chewy said, me and my girlfriend have Hulu, Netflix, Red Zone, Disney Plus. I love streaming services. Yeah, and I still have the Disney bundle, the Disney, Hulu, ESPN, even though I barely watch ESPN, at least the app.
Just watch it for Monday night.
I mean, no. See, like I don't have. Yeah, well, you can't. You have to have like cable or like something, to be able to access the ESPN like live cable shows, like Monday Night Football. I don't have that shit. John said Die Hard is a Christmas movie for show. And
wait a second. You're goddamn right it is.
And just to appease some of you savages out there, we are going to do the 35-year anniversary of Die Hard, and it's going to begin our Christmas season movies. And it's gonna
bro, we haven't even voted on that yet, bro. I think we're going to try to do it on Christmas Day. We're going to film it and air it on. You guys can watch it live if you want, but we're going to air it again on Christmas.
You know what's funny is Quentin Tarantino. He's got it's the New Beverly or whatever the movie theater is in LA. He shows Die Hard, on Christmas and Christmas Eve.
See what I'm saying?
I think The Hateful Eight was in the mix, as well on Christmas.
I got hella memories of
here's the order that I put them in, and so Peacock, a lot will be riding on you if you can make it because I want to do Scrooged on a week that you could do it. Peacock. So as of right now, I put Die Hard first on the 1st of December. Bad Santa, that'll be the 8th of December. Scrooged the 15th of December, and then the night before on the 22nd of December. And those would be our 4.
Because if he does the Scrooge thing, I like when Peacock, how he did it last night. He made a school project. Oh yeah.
I liked what he did also there, and I think it's
do that for Scrooge.
It's audio, right? So I want to get having little pictures like he did.
It's not audio. You mean?
Isn't that what I said? That there's no audio?
Oh, they said it's just audio.
Oh no, so no audio, and because even I don't know. I guess I'm not really sure how long the clips can be either, because when I see other people doing reviews or the 20 things that you missed about whatever movie, they're always showing clips of the movies, but it is always hella quick clips though, 10 seconds, hella quick.
They might be and then he walked up on them, and then it'll show the clip, and it'll say the one line, and then it'll go back to the narrator. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm like, how the fuck do they get away with this shit? And I look at them, they got millions of fucking subs.
And Sam,
they know they're doing this.
He said, I was scared to show clips or audio. Yeah, and I mean, I do like the, even just the pictures to show the visual, because I'd never seen The Cell. So that was cool for me, watching it and actually
it must be a trip if you're watching it like that and you've never seen it.
Yeah. That's why I finally got to put myself in the shoes of someone who, who may watch us never hearing the movie. We did get a review. Well, not a review, I guess a comment on Savages, and someone was like, as a film director, he was like, I really love the breakdown that you guys did of this movie.
Nice.
I like it.
You know what though? I wonder if they enjoyed our random tangents, because you know how there's people you bring in for a movie that are specialists on something.
Yeah.
Right.
Web Kidda. Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's we brought in our my homie Corey from the Big Dumb Movie Podcast. He's the surf ninja expert, so he had to come in.
Exactly, right? We're some we're from the underworld, so we had some real insight here.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. Did you look into who that person is? Because he said as a director, whoa.
Yeah. So, and he might have said filmmaker or director. I can't remember what the hell he said.
I wonder if it was what's his name's homie, Nelly's homie.
No, it definitely wasn't. Looked like an Asian cat when I clicked on his YouTube page and it brought me over there. Yeah, I don't even know who the hell it was, but pretty cool. I still felt good about it.
And they watched it on the Silver Screen Breakdown, YouTube too.
Yeah, it was live. He watched the live version as well. So I don't know if he caught it live, but it wasn't on like because I put the act breakdowns in there.
We should holler at that dude, see what he does, because he might be able to come. He might be a good, cool guest.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely want to get more guests going. And now, I mean, shit, we're 44 episodes in. So, well, and take away 2 of those. Well, no, take away 4 of those episodes. So that means we've done 40 movies so far and or TV series breakdowns because I know we did the League 1 and 2 there. Mm-hmm. It's not that much in the grand scheme of things of like movies. There's like so many more cool movies that we got to cover.
It's only 52 movies. 52 weeks of the year. So it's like even at that rate, you know what I mean?
Well, because I mean, the first year we only did, I don't know, maybe we did like 5 or 6 or something like that. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that much.
We did it like to ride out in the rest of the off season, and then once we got into into the 2021 season, where's our 2022? Yeah, then we brought it back for like Christmas and things or the Christmas shit. Remember?
Halloween, yeah.
Halloween, yeah. Oh yeah, Halloween and Christmas, yeah.
Yeah,
that
so
one was tight.
We didn't go super far.
Was that Guccini? It was Guccini, and was it Peacock?
I don't know if Peacock did that one. I know Guccini was on for that one.
Might have been just us 3, huh?
I think so. And what up, Infinite? He said, "Tell me if I did okay with this trade." Cam Hayward, Cam Akers, Khalil Herbert, and my 2024 first rounder. I received Joe Mixon, Dexter Lawrence, Travion Williams, 2024 third. I mean, it's the Joe Mixon, I guess, but
he bought him for a first, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
basically.
Because Dexter Lawrence, Travion Williams, I don't know. Those guys are like nothing. Cam Hayward, I know, is old, but he still puts up points.
Who was the other IDP he gave up? It's really just giving.
That was the only IDP he gave up. It was Cam Akers and Khalil
Herbert. Yeah, and Cam Akers is literally dead to the world. And like is he coming back from a second Achilles? But I'm not banking on it. So that's like it's just like whatever, right? Khalil Herbert, he's coming back, so he might be like useful for this year. I get it. It's just the fact that you're giving the first to do all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, I'd rather have Joe Mixon and in a lot of instances, Dexter Lawrence he's been okay for IDP purposes. You know what I mean? He's probably had like three out of 3 notable games this year so far, if I can remember.
What up, Scotty boy?
Double-digit games, I should say, not even notable, just double-digit. What up, Scotty?
It's funny. Facebook user who's on Facebook says, "I'm seeing your name, Jared." You'll see his name on Facebook. Yeah,
that's hella funny.
It's the software that we're using that's pulling in the comments when it's coming from a private group. Yeah. It won't show the name.
Did Jared think it was some like sadistic joke just against him?
And Peacock said, "I definitely need to reach out to my cousin, the art director." That would be hella cool, man. And
that would be
that'd be super fucking cool.
Because then it doesn't even have it necessarily. I mean,
I like
even just like an interview or something.
Yeah, I like having the offshoot interview or whatever. And then, but if we are gonna do a breakdown, because what movie was he the art director of? Peacock? I'm totally spacing on it right now, but I'm pretty sure it's a movie that we did recently, right? That he was the art director on it.
Yeah, I remember it was one time we were talking about some movie, and then Peacock was like. You know what I mean?
I mean, shit, that's how it all started with Nelly, right? We did Paid in Full. And
that, my friend, is the 6th degree of separation.
Because, that's all it was. We did Paid in Full. And Marty leaves like he didn't even watch it live. He just saw it and commented.
Yeah, he came back in another stream we were on.
Yeah, and it's not like, and he was already fucking with us for a while, before that happened already. But,
Yeah, I remember during that time, I used to always confuse him, Marty, with Minnesota Marty. Because I was like, oh, shit, he's from Minnesota? You're like, no, Canada Marty. Oh, shit, the dude who played him is from Canada? I remember going through all the motions. And then he's hella Sagittarius, too, because he's a little standoffish at first. The fuck? You know what I mean? Then after, he's hella lit, huh?
Yeah.
Nelly's fucking awesome.
Yeah, super cool the way that it all worked out.
He's such a Sag. Like, hey, yo, I remember he had nothing to do with we're like, hey, come to Vegas. I don't do fantasy football, but I'll go. Like, hell yeah. We're like, we didn't want you to do fantasy football. Like, listen, you know, we don't want to just throw you to the wolves. You got to come out here to give you a hug, man.
And Lucius, he said, also got a super involved question here. Where's the super chat? So you wanted to go to 420superchat.com. 420superchat.com.
420superchat.com.
And I'm getting the link right now just to throw it in so you can.
Is there, when they go to that, is there a thing that they could put their question in there, like a note?
No, I don't think so. So you just I'm looking here. I'm double checking and I don't think so. No.
Hey, Tino. Was Tino in the chat this morning? He was, right?
And Tino said, he said, Huss, does Twitch take money for the super chats? Yeah, they do. Just like every single platform that does any kind of super chats or like any way that you can donate, they do take a piece of it no matter what, like every single one. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Twitch is like almost the same as YouTube, where it's like, I don't know, 45 to 55% or like some shit like that. We haven't really gotten that many super chats on Twitch. So I don't have much info to go off of there. Like mainly it's just like the subscriptions and stuff that I know what's up.
Big bong.
Oh, and there we go. I didn't even notice it yesterday. It might have been after the stream, but Bakes went and subbed up with Amazon Prime for free. Yeah, that's why, man. Got to use that Amazon Prime. It's funny, SD Riders. He was now I'm just like annoyed with him anytime he says something. Like now I just get like like just he was like, hey, I'm just curious because I traded in one of the leagues, I traded Big Tons, a second and a fourth for Josh Dobbs. And SD Riders like chips.
This is annoying. I'm already getting annoyed by it. Go ahead.
He just chimes in. He's like, "Hey, does anybody know if like Hustler actually collects the money from like himself, you know, for like the leagues, like in the future?" And I was really cordial about it. I was like, "Man," I was like, "You just want to complain about shit, huh?" He's like, "No, it's an honest question." And I was like, "Well." I was like, there's no proof of anything. Like anytime anybody makes a trade, there's like no proof to anybody that anyone's paid for those draft picks. I was like, you guys just like trust me that I'm like being consistent and like everybody's paying for their draft picks like they're supposed to. And I was like, so I'm just going to keep the consistency going with myself and, you know, just say, you don't have anything to worry about because I'm handling biz.
You know what's funny is because like when I first came around, he was already around. He was around like when I first came around, but when I started getting into dynasties, so I thought he was like one of your boys because SD Rider, like San Diego Rider. Yeah.
And John said putting a super chat on layaway. Yeah, so on Twitch you could do the super chats or 420superchat.com, and that's just like a direct way that you can send us the money versus like going through one of the platforms. You take like, you know, like half of the money. What the hell? John said he gave some dude a $200 donation and Mason didn't answer his question.
You know what's crazy is man, when they do that Jonathan Mayer trial, bro, we should cover it, bro, because I see motherfuckers get rich off that fucking
the turd,
that Johnny Depp shit. Yeah. Like, cause like it was just like this one specific channel. It's called like Planet Popcorn, and it was probably like I don't know, like 50,000 or something at the time. Then it just started jumping up like hundreds of thousands of subs like every week, and then like the super chats were ridiculous, like $500, $1,000, fucking $200, like just like routinely. It was like insane. Because he was covering this fucking thing. And then like he immediately formed like a crew, right? Of like all these different different YouTubers that were covering it. He's just bringing them in.
So I think Kidda knows who Mason is. Who is that? Because he said, "Oh man,
who's Mason? What happened to that Mason?
Yeah, so Kidda said Mason, the Trey Lance D sucker.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Who is that? Who's this Mason guy? Who's this Mason guy?
Is that a Facebook guy? The Facebook guy?
I'm assuming YouTube. YouTube. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, the guy that was like super gung ho on Lance.
Yeah, no idea who the hell that is.
It's funny when people like keep swearing something like, "Oh, he's gonna win a job. He's gonna win a job." Like, he gets traded. And then like, but then it's like, okay, guys, it's safe to admit, like, no, you were just wrong all the time. Like, all of a sudden, you're wrong now.
I admit I may have been wrong about this one.
You may have been wrong. What the fuck? Did you think you're being polite by saying the word "may"? Like, no, you're using the wrong context. No, you hella were wrong.
The kid's just good. He deserves a shot. Okay, he's good. He's
oh
good.
My god, that kid.
Because it's funny, man. Like how we've only seen him play in like 4 games. Like, how can we judge someone if we've only seen them play in 4 games?
You know what's funny is like that's the type of person that thinks they know it all because of what they see. It's like, but because you can't say. For me, if you go, oh, only 4 games, remove any name. If he's been on a team for X amount of time, it's like, oh, because they see him a lot.
He's going into his 4th year in the league, but he's only played 4 games, so we don't know who this kid is yet. I'm on record for saying.
I'm pretty sure they do.
I'm on record.
The team that has him.
I'm on record for saying if we're in the 3rd or 4th year and we don't know if this person is good or bad, they're probably not good. Like,
he's no Cordarrelle Patterson. Or even for me, he's no Rashad Penny. I remember swearing Rashad Penny was going to be that dude in 2018, man. And then by the time in 2021 we was killing it, winning people championships, I was there. I told y'all 5 years ago.
Oh man! And
I told you guys 5 years ago. Tito remembers. He was at that draft. I jump up there. It's like round 5 with Rashad Penny. Everybody laughs at me. And they should have because he died too. He like died a week later in training camp. Like the fuck, or in preseason.
And Peacock said, "I don't care where the money goes as long as the right people get paid out at the end." And that was the first comment by Dion. He was like, "Anytime I won anything, I got paid out right away. Yep. So nothing else matters."
I know. I mean, where's all my rings? I got hella rings just sitting around here. I think I'll go, okay, there you go. There's my gripe. You took too long to send me the ring.
And see, you know what's fun? I swear SD Riders has won money and like been paid. Like there's never ever been an issue where he's like won.
No,
something.
It's okay. I know what it is because I'm a thrift store psychologist. Like, you know what I mean? Actually, I am a doctor.
You are a doctor.
Yeah, but not,
Who's to say you were only a doctor in medicine? Maybe you're a doctor in psychology and medicine.
Yes, a thrift store. My colleagues would be very disappointed in me if I said. Anyways, he gets triggered every time he sees a trade now.
Yeah.
Because when he made whatever bullshit trade he made, and with those players I had already got going, that trade was never going to get pushed through, but it was made. And he had to wait. Like,
you know what's funny is twice
he sees my trade. Hold on, but then he sees my trade get made while players aren't playing, and how sane people are supposed to do it. You know what I mean? Right? How sane people are supposed to do this. And then he's like, "Why does Bogard get special treatment?" He just pushed his trade through, and of course, because I'm the universe and I'm one with the universe. You just were in Las Vegas, happen to be looking at your phone, same moment that my trade got accepted. Oh, look at Bogey. Boom, push it through for my boy. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's just the truth, but it's a conspiracy, though. It's a whole conspiracy he built up in his head now. Because then he was even DMing me. You get special treatment. I wish I did.
When I made the trade today and then I saw that he started doing I was like, and look, SD Riders, I didn't even push my trade through. I didn't even give myself special treatment. Which it's funny because it's like he forgot. He was like, "Oh, I don't even know where's this special treatment comment coming from." I was like, "Oh, you forgot?"
No, because he probably got confused if he said it directly to me or in the thing. But he did say it in the thing though. Remember, he had that whole paragraph. He put a whole paragraph about how fucking like me and other people, me and the other people that are his friends or your friends or whatever.
Lucia said, "Did you guys get either of those questions?" He said, "Take my money." Oh, I thought you were gonna put in a super chat. We'll throw
You're supposed to put it in the thing. Come on, Lucius, we got you. We didn't answer any questions. We were waiting for you.
Yeah,
we were literally waiting for him to put it in there.
And let me see what do we got. And John says the blonde dude looking like Cole Sprouse and shit. I don't even know who that is.
I was just about to ask you that. Hey, you know what? Fuck him though, right? Looking like a fucking Cole Sprouse, stupid fuck. You blonde motherfucker, I guess. Whatever that means.
Yeah, Scotty Boy, so I can verify. Hustlers paid me what I won, and he said he also sent me a ring which I've displayed in my man cave. Whoever says otherwise,
funny? This the universe shit here. Here's some more universe shit. I love Gmm the Icon. Shout out to my Sagittarius brother. And I was like a regular on his show for like the first 2 years for real. And
they don't know what years are. What years are those?
I think this is like it was 20 and 21 basically, and then I was peppered all over 2022 as well, but like this past for most of because we moved he moved his show to Wednesday. That's what happened, and we always did Playmakers Wednesday. So then you know what I mean. So anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Gmm, he goes, this hustler guy you're working with, right? Because now I'm working with you a lot, and he's like, how is he, man? He seems cool, right? I'm like, yeah, you brought him on the show. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah. He's like, oh, he was awesome. And I'm like, right? He's a good dude. And he's like, so this guy beat Detroit Beastie. And I'm like, oh, I already know this story. Because you told me this shit, you know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, this guy, he's like, I met him at the fucking, that guy was like, he was a reoccurring guest, not a regular, but he was like a reoccurring guest. And he's like, he met him at the Ohio thing. So he's an awesome dude, isn't that? He's like, yeah. He's like, he said he did some kind of scam for what for a PlayStation. I'm like, I know the guy who won it. Like, just shut all that down right now. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I like because the guy. I'm like, the guy wasn't even entered in the shit. He just came in and complained about like this guy's scamming everyone. I'm like, this motherfucker. I'm like, he's like, so you know the guy? I'm like, I know him. He's the Sagittarius, my birthday twin. He's like, oh. I'm like, isn't that funny? I'm the universe, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, hold on a second. 6 degrees separation is real.
Fuckers.
I don't think I ever knew that more. I knew that more than ever when I worked for that magazine, because like we were meeting people physically.
Right.
Like every weekend. Celebrity, like people that I consider celebrities, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was just because there's regular people, but it's like that 6 degrees separation is real. It's just, oh shit, I know such and such. She knows such and such PR. This motherfucker knows everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like anytime they came to the Bay, we get interviews. You know what I mean? It was fucking like, yeah, it made the world seem that much smaller. You know what I mean?
It has said, stop the cap with the universe ship.
See, here we go. Here we go. I'm the universe.
You know what's funny?
You know what though? You know what's crazy is like I'm the DMT really like opened my eyes that shit, or I should say my third eye. And a lot of people that I know that went down like the Salvia rabbit hole, they had like the opposite. We're like the same line, opposite ends, but they're on that other side. They just, you know what I mean? They're like, it's all fucking fake. It's all fucking, you know what I mean?
You know what's funny, kid? Because he said, stop the cap with the universe ship. It's a universe that me and him even reconnected, because it was only because of his ex-wife who was randomly on Facebook and like saw my name pop up like somewhere. And like
probably
Kid is not even on Facebook or nothing. Kid is not even on Facebook or nothing like that. So like there's no algorithm that would randomly
Kid is on the YouTube verse. And I've seen him jump on here too. I've seen him on the stream.
And Kid has said that's called Facebook, not the universe. But me and your ex-wife, shout out to her because she was always cool. We had 0 people in common. Like, that's what we're talking about. 0 people in common Like, she's from fucking Chicago. Like, I know nobody in Chicago. And like, how long did you guys live in San Diego? You know, and like, it was just wild. It was wild. And I know you didn't tell her to go look me up, because she even said, like, she didn't even know if that was really me. She would have just asked you if that was me, and you would have known. And you said, I think she typed in your name because I mentioned you. I don't know. Maybe.
The universe.
Oh.
That's still the universe.
So you don't even know if it was or not. Just Sam.
If I was to say it was written, then you could say that's cap, because I don't necessarily believe in that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe in things that are destined, but you still it's like Ricky said, it might be your destiny, but you still have to fulfill it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could go down several paths, so you could say your destiny's in your own hands. You know what I'm saying? Then I'd say that. Then I would argue it's not cap. You know what I mean? We can do this all day, though, kidda.
If there's one thing that I learned from Surf Ninjas, destiny is real.
Then Ricky Williams, you know what I'm saying? When he watched that movie, he's like, still gotta fulfill it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And you know what I mean? The way he worded it too, he's like, that's a funny thing about destiny. You know what I mean? It might be written in the stars, but you still gotta fulfill it.
Yeah.
And then the kid is like, man, the fucking stars. He's like, you know, the kid would be the one that gets scientific. He'd be like, you know, the stars we're seeing, that's like fucking thousands and thousands of millennia fucking years ago. Because that's how long it takes for it to get to us. All right.
Even if I don't believe something now, I think I'm just more open to like, all right, why? Because like, I don't know, it's just more fun to like think of those things actually being true
okay,
in the opposite way.
You want to know what's the universe? Some other universe shit to me is that like I've been obsessed with that astrology shit since one of my girlfriends back like in freshman year like laced me on this shit, right? Because then I went on just like for the rest of my life encountering people and all the, and you know what I'm saying, and being gravitated towards certain people, and it just always stayed the same. You know what I mean? And then like, you know, running into Ricky like in Vegas smoking weed with him, and then the security coming up, and then like, you know, like that was like a literal 5-minute interaction. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, that was Ricky Williams. Then like to come back one day and have like have the privilege of being on some podcast with Ricky, or even be able to sit with him and kick it with him, and not even talking football for real, talking about astrology and like Master P. You know what I mean? and Master P was my hero growing up. And the only reason I'm even aware of Ricky Williams, because I was a Niner fan, obviously, since forever. And like, but Master P was hella promoting the fact that he got Ricky Williams.
Yeah,
I mean,
Master P is really an innovator.
Because that was his sports agency, and that was their first signing. You know what I mean? It was like,
and I wonder how good or bad that. I mean, you know, like for Ricky, probably. I mean, he said he probably would have done it a different way. I'm curious how that worked out for the company, for Master P's sports.
And I think Ricky did some like when they were trying to give him like crazy money. I think he like took moderate money and was like, I want to earn it. Like he literally said that.
Well, yeah, because he was, because
Master P was like taking back on it, like, oh shit. Like,
well, he's not and Master P wasn't a gangster agent at that point, right? No. Like, I mean, I'm sure the Saints were like,
we'll give you
all these incentives. Like, we'll give you the craziest.
He had no limit real estate.
Yeah.
He was building houses and selling houses, and like he had all kinds. Like, now I'm gonna do sports agency. You heard me? And fucking and like they got, and what better? The guy's on the New Orleans Saints. He's the #1 pick on right.
That's what's crazy is
the Highsman.
If Ricky's not with Master P, I mean, because he got hurt, that's what fucked his deal, right? Like if you make an incentive-based deal and you get hurt, it's kind of just fucking the deal, no matter what. Like if he had another agency, maybe they don't. I'm not saying they wouldn't listen to him, but maybe they guide him along a little bit better. And like, now this is why you don't.
But maybe they know what they're doing. You mean?
Well, yeah, I was just trying to say it in a nice way.
I think for Master P, he was treating it like how he did like his artists. You know what I mean? Like, all right,
giving them the freedom.
Yeah, because Master P had hella artists. Like, and he would do like 1 album, 2 album deals. Probably thought the same thing. Yeah, do 1, 2, 3 seasons, whatever the fuck. However, he had it figured with Ricky. I'm just saying that he was like the first one, you know what I mean? He was the first one to like some outside agency, you know what I mean? Like, or rapper, you know what I mean? Because look, Jay-Z's doing it. They got Rock Rock Nation Sports or whatever, and they got hella athletes.
I mean, shit, just the KD contract that he got, right? Like, I mean, didn't he have the highest paid player, NBA, WNBA, and MLB? I think at one point, or like some shit, to that extent.
Who's this? Jay-Z?
Yeah, the Rock.
Oh yeah. I think my bad, because I'm confused myself. I think it's Master P. I was like, oh shit. Wow.
Oh no. The Rock. I mean,
yeah.
Master P laid the groundwork. Jay-Z did it a better way. I mean, there's more.
Hey, Jay-Z always showed love to P and them. Like
he owns what?
He always showed love to P and like just the South in general. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Jay? Yeah. Like he was always featured on all their joints, bruh. Even Cash Money too.
Yeah.
Like he like Juvenile, I saw him in an interview. He was like, man, Jay, he was hot, he was coming up. Like really, like even though Jay had been around, but he's now he's like getting commercial notoriety. And he just did the remix to Ha.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure. I mean, that's like one of the last songs on the album or the album, but it don't matter.
Yeah, he just put a verse on it, really, though. You know what I mean? Like,
well, no, it was a whole different song.
Was it the one with Ha?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I love that. I love that album.
Yeah, Juvie. Yeah, you're right. He did it because they did a re-release.
There's three different versions of that song.
Yeah.
The second one was like Lil Wayne. I think that was on it also. I can't remember if there was a third person on the second one. And that was like track 11 or 12 or some shit.
It should be like that, bro.
Yeah.
Should be like that. Like we'll have a whole entire like 5 people on a fucking song, but someone might get chopped. You know what I mean? Like for the length's sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, this was a long ass album because they had all the skits. It's like 4 or 5 or 6 skits in there also.
That was that 400 degrees.
Yep.
Because
which was also a fire track.
They say why 400 degrees? He said. He's like, there is no meaning to it. It's just that's hot. He's like, that's how I bake my fish.
Yeah.
400 degrees. He's like, I'm like, that's hard. He's hella. Yeah, I grew up fucking loving that New Orleans shit, bro. And what's crazy is because here's that universe shit. Is that like I got on Master P because he was on all the Bay shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I grew up on Bay Area shit, but he was out there in Richmond. Mingling and rubbing elbows with everybody and clapping with everybody. And then when he blew up, he went, you know what I mean?
And see, the kid is always like changing this around a little bit. He said, we all have the same fate. We just die. There's no 2 magical theme parks at the end of your story. If you believe the Bible, you're going to the.
I don't even believe the Bible.
Because we're not, I mean.
Who the fuck say anything about the Bible?
We're talking about the universe connecting dots or just things happening that should happen.
I'll have you know, sir, I've done DMT countless times. 5 MEO DMT, and I have talked to God.
I'm just gonna say, and
I swear to God,
Nelly doing the podcast with us is like that's the universe right there. Because that movie has been one of my favorite gangster movies since I ever saw it.
Me too.
2005.
And then
you even said you saw it later than that. A couple years later, right?
But after that, it was already
instant
up there.
Classic, though. You saw it, I mean, what, 6-7 years after it came out? Still an instant classic. Doesn't matter when
I remember I went to New York. I went to New York for the basically for the first time. You know what I'm saying? And Harlem, all the shit, bro. Like, doing them, you know what I'm saying, alleged things, you know what I mean? And like it was just tight because I had just seen that movie probably within that year. And it was like to have the homie come up to me like, hey, this is my homie guard right here. And then like they go, what's up, B? I should have died. Like, oh shit, I'm in Harlem. Where it all went down.
And like that, and just like there's so many quotes in that movies, but the everybody eats B and I ain't eating like that.
I ain't eating.
That scene.
And the guy and he shoots him in the ass, and that was always the funniest part to me, bruh. That was always the funniest part to me. And lo and behold, there's a guy in our fantasy leagues, you know what I'm saying, hailing from Canada.
Who's been rocking for 2 years with us at that point.
Rocking for 2 years at this point. And we decided to do this movie podcast. And this was like definitely one of the first 5 ones we did, right?
I don't think it was it wasn't the first 5, but it was within those those first couple for
Yeah,
sure.
because I was like, we got.
I'll go back and look to see for
sure.
sure.
Because I was like, we gotta do paid in full, like immediately. Like, you know what I mean? That was like, we probably should have did that. In a lot of cases, we would have already do that first. So, anyways, we do this shit. It's an upload because we weren't going live doing those ones. And then boom, here's the homie Marty. He watches it. He goes, "Hey, my brother is in there." And we go, "Which one was he?" And he goes, "It's the guy you guys said was your favorite part." I said, "The guy that got shot in the head." And he immediately were like, "Get him on." And then so he starts setting it up with us.
So that was the 7th episode that we did. We did that August 2022.
So that means I put my foot down. God damn it, we're doing the paid in full finally.
1 year later, we're doing a watch along with Nelly. You know, we're not even doing it live. We're just literally watching the movie with them, smoking hella weed. Watching paid in full with Nelly. That's fucking amazing.
That is not some universe shit. And Kidda, you know where Kidda was sleeping in the background on the couch. If that's not some fucking universe shit, I don't know what the fuck is. And maybe we need to define the universe shit where it's just like, because I always just embody it with everything, but it's really because I believe it's what I believe that the universe is always gonna put me right where I need to be, and you gotta watch the signs. And then I just learned that I had to make sure I put that in my repertoire and part of my arsenal is keep an eye out for the signs. You know, someone like Ricky kind of points that out, like, hey, or even the whole thing about destiny. That was one of my in fantasy. That was one of the early fucking. If it's my destiny, it's my destiny. Right. Remember that shit? Right. But you still gotta fulfill it. See, he added that second layer to it, right? See, that's all goes. It's so meta. That's all universe right there.
That just made me remember the championship that I won with Najee scoring a touchdown right in the very last game of the season, and someone who I did not want to lose to at all costs either.
Yeah, it's my destiny. It's my destiny.
And who was the guy? You might even remember the guy. I don't even remember.
It was that square dude.
QB on the Vikings.
It was the Kluge guy, the guy that used to work with.
There you go, Kluge.
He was a fucking weirdo, and like it's
not Kluge. No, not. It was Dave something, not Kluge, but
okay, yeah, but people used to always fuck his name up though. I used to think it was funny because I was on because remember I told you I was on a regular on Gemmo, so he came on there one time when I was on there. Pause. And then, like, Jimbo kept fucking his last name up. And then
I think you're thinking of a different person. This guy, he's got a couple screws loose. He doesn't go live.
Oh, for real?
He's not a content creator.
It was the guy. He used to be the prep guy. He used to be like, he would have like the thing, like the sweaters and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The Dave Kluge guy.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. You're thinking of a different person.
I know that guy was in that league with you though. Then.
Yeah.
You might have beat because I just remember you're like, Dave Kluge. See, I know it was him. Fuck that.
It was a different Dave because I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the content creator.
Okay, well, yes. Screw you, Dave.
It is Dave K. I don't know what the hell his last name is. His name does start with his last name starts with a K, and his first name is Dave. But
it's funny because like
someone different. But either way, I didn't lose to him. I was victorious.
That night, I remember too. I was like, "Say with me, if it's my destiny, it's my destiny." I remember the night before I had that same feeling where it was like, fuck, okay, I'm down to AJ Dillon. I just need like 24. No, I was down 70. That's what it was. Down 70. I have AJ Dillon, Alan Lazard, fucking Devontae Adams, and Aaron Rodgers. And we're playing Minnesota. And it's not Minnesota with Kirk Cousins too, because he has a concussion.
Yeah, because that's who I was talking about. I was talking about that shitty QB that I played because there's a 3 QB league.
Yeah, what's that fool's name?
I can't remember. That's what I was saying.
I was calling him. He was Manning, right? I was calling him not a Manning.
Yeah, I don't even fucking remember. But yeah, he scored just enough points.
Manning. Was that his name? Manning.
Just enough points.
Man, it's been a wild year so far.
And Got to be ready to roll with the punches.
What time is it right now?
9:11.
Okay.
I know we're getting ready to get out of here.
No, it's all good. I'm still good. They're getting active. It's just really about. It's really gonna be how fast I can get the little ones to get moving. They only got to go across the street to the grandma's, but
Okay.
But like, it's also my 10-year-old. She's fucking, you know, she want to do shit and like, and I even thought about it too. Like maybe I'll see what the
fucking kid. He said no faith required when you base your epistemology, whatever the fuck that is, off of facts.
See, here's the thing. That just it's the way Ricky broke it down to me too. Like, I'm not that type of person necessarily, but I involve those things because I have a Libra in my personality. I'm a true Sagittarius where I'm not going to take anything at face value, but then I'm also going to weigh it on the scales real fast. I'm like, okay, well, what if he's not bullshitting, right? And I'll immediately be able to think of the logic why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
it's funny too, because like yesterday, right? Like in some leagues, it says it's 18th is the deadline. So then people always ask, does that mean like tonight or like tomorrow? And I go, I don't know, bro. Well, fuck, you better get it going, right? And I'm over here, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, because these are the type of people like, you know what I mean? They don't even want to ask neither. I'm like, they just look. Because they don't believe nobody. They're not gonna take it at face value anyway, but they're gonna read it says the 18th, but they don't know the specifics. Is it like the whole entire 18th, or is it just right when it's the 18th? I don't know, bro. You gotta make it happen.
If you're gonna leave shit up to chance, I mean it's a 50-50 shot. So
right. And I'm like, hey, listen, bro, I got it on the table right now. Like, there's this dude, he just lost Burrow and he had Mac Jones. So then he gets his hands on a Geno Smith in a trade, and then I have Bailey Zappi. So I'm just like, here's Zappi. I'll just take anything. I'm just trying to get like some depth and like just give me Kareem Hunt. It's a 14-team super flex with full IDPs, right? I'm like, I'll take Kareem Hunt. He's like, I like Kareem Hunt. I'm like, oh my God, doc, you really don't have any say. And he's like, well,
and why do you like Kareem Hunt? Who the fuck likes Kareem Hunt?
I don't know, I just want anything. I want to move Bailey Zappi. I was trying to give him like I was willing to give him like Jerry Jeudy. And Zappi, and I was trying to
Big Tons was getting too greedy. He tried to get Patrick Queen off me for Bailey Zappi. I'm like, come on, man. I was like, I'd run 0 QB before I'd fucking trade Patrick Queen for Bailey Zappi.
Yeah, and this redraft, what I'm talking about, so it's like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just like,
there's no picks.
Yeah, and like what is Kareem Hunt? Fucking nothing. Like a fringe,
especially like next year too. Like, I guess target redraft, so it doesn't matter. But what's he been this year? And like Ford is still kind of better than him as far as like what he's doing.
Yeah,
Jonathan.
This is all this guy has, though. This is all this guy has. And then I'm like, okay, well, what about DJ Moore? And I'm like, okay, here's like Romeo Dobbs and fucking and Bailey Zappi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because even now, I'm just like, and he said, well, I just got Fields back and this, and I'm like, I'm not, he didn't just get Fields back. He mean Fields is coming back for his DJ Moore. And I'm like, well, duh. That's why I want him.
And Jonathan, he said, pick 2 out of Nico, Sutton, Singletary. Singletary?
I'm going to go Nico and Singletary, yep.
Yeah, I do the same.
Actually, man, it's hard to get off the Sutton play, bro. I'm going to go Nico and Sutton, bro. Fucking Singletary's playing Arizona. So
yeah. I'm gonna go.
I'll just play the Texans. Fuck, if I had to choose. Hey, listen, because man, where is the Cortland Sutton on the year, bro? Is he like? He's got to be like top 15 at least.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he's top 10 right now, bro. Like because of the touchdowns.
This fight, Tino said, "Science is wrong all the time." You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying.
Who said it's like you can't measure belief?
Either way, kid is funny.
Hey, kid, he doesn't like it. He'd be watching the show. He's like, now I'm gonna speak up. I was watching the show. It was a good show. I was enjoying it. He started talking that universe cap again.
Because yes, even this, there's evidence to support the claims. Like That's what I would say. Where's the evidence that would ever show me that I would meet like Nelly and he would be like that? I was using that one specifically as an example because so many things like happened and crossed paths, you know, to make this path, you know.
Check this out. I had straight up fucking we had straight up like gang war with these motherfuckers, bro. They're called BNG, right? And like knowing that my older cousins, like way before my time, like the 10 years older than me, they were BNG. But it's like here's this younger generation, and I'm funking with these fools, right? And then a motherfucker goes like this, hey, that's so-and-so's cousin right there. And I'm like, and then like they leave me alone because they're funking with my mans, right? But they just caught me slipping, you know what I mean? It's just a different time, right? I'm not with my mans, but they know that's my man. Anyways, long story longer. Then I see my cousin, I say, hey, he's like, oh yeah, I still go to the Christmas party. I was like, what? Gangs have, first of all, I was like, what? Gangs got Christmas parties? But he's like, yeah. And then like, you know, all the younger generations looking at him like, oh gee, I don't know if that's like universe shit. If that counts, because I guess that's just like street shit. But at the same time, it was for me because I didn't know they had Christmas parties. Because if not, they might have killed me. You know what I mean? He's like, oh no, that's such and such cousin. Because he told him, hey, don't be fucking with my little cousin out there. You know what I mean?
I wonder if Kidda believes in divine intervention. That's also some Bible shit, right?
I mean, Kidda went to the war. How many times did he almost die? I'm pretty sure he's probably like, I'm unstoppable.
Well, I know he's in the Air Force, so I don't know, you know, where he, like, you know, where was he stationed here? Was he stationed over there?
Hey, listen, wherever the fuck you listen, you get enlisted, period, bro. You know what I mean? That's shit. It's divine intervention if you don't get in harm's way. How about that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You were here for something, bro. Like, I don't know, man, and maybe that's just because what I believe. Like, you know what I mean? I'm here because I have to do whatever I'm supposed to do still. You know what I mean? Like every time I had another kid, I was like, oh, that's why. You know what I mean? But then I also appreciated, like, I also learned because of all the psychedelics for real. Like, I enjoy like figuring out what it is because every time you wake up, I'm like, hell yeah, fucking. If I didn't figure it out, yeah, I still have another chance to. You know what I mean? And I enjoy the process. You know what I mean? Like today, I already knew because I told my man, he's like, because they got a whole different thing at the studio now too. You know what I mean? Before it's like little code shit. You know what I mean? Now he got the thing where he's just on the phone. So he's like, I'll just meet you there when you get there. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? So I'm like, but he's like, what time you gonna get there? I'm like, probably like 1. You know, because I'm thinking I'm gonna leave like at 9. You know what I mean? But then I'm like, okay, that means I gotta tell him we gotta leave at 7, right? Because it's my girl and it's another mini version or teenage version of her. So it's just really extra late, right? Then I'm like, okay, so 1. So then I gotta tell my mans, right? I was like 3. And then he's like, I'll just be there like around 5. I'm like, yeah, sounds about right.
And either way, like how far of a drive is it?
Then add me on there because I also want to get a haircut. I want to do the most. And then like if my girl was like, if we have whatever chunks of time we have to kill, because my daughter want to party there till like it's like her and her friends, like it's like 3 of their birthdays. You know what I mean? So they're doing like a big old potluck, and so she's like, I want to kick it till like 9. I'm like, okay, cool. Because I want to be home by like midnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like boom. So I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? I'm just mad. And first of all, when you at least get a ballpark of like the scheduling, it's really just like, okay, I want to get the fuck out of there by like 10 o'clock at least. Just be heading out by like 10. You know what I'm saying? And then like whatever chunks of time, like, you know, because I want to be in the lab for like at least like 3-4 hours. You know what I mean? And my girl's gonna go to like dinner, so that makes sense, right? Then whatever chunk of time we got to kill, my girl wants to go watch a movie because like her homegirl's house is like right there where we used to live.
Okay.
Right by a movie theater and shit. So I'm like, okay, we can do that. And I was like, then look at the times, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because, you know, that's the thing about time. It just keeps going. See, I always tell my girl, if the God or the universe, if one of the two or both will bless me to be old and gray with her one day, I'm gonna turn to her and tell her, I spent half my life waiting for you to get ready. Doing it right now. See this right now? Look at me on the stream. I'm doing it.
And Peacock said, running out of possibilities ready. Because you only believe one thing to be true is living a limited life. And what Kidda said, Peacock, that's exactly what you're doing by living with faith.
Yes. And there's such a thing as blind faith.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't ever argue with people. I used to have a sign in my studio. It said, no sports, no talking sports or religion. Oh, and politics. The sign said, no talking sports, religion, or politics. It just had a sign in there. Because, like, man, it'll be annoying as fuck, bruh. Like, yo, we're trying to, like, it's funny because ironically, like, you know what I mean? I would be the one, like, don't get me started on any three of those, right? But then I also learned, like, why am I going to argue with somebody's belief system? You know what I mean? It's like, it's just like, hey, man, you know, it's all different ideologies. Then even that, it's arguing it, right? They're like, nah, man, it's religion, man. It's belief. Like, okay, belief, ideology, tomato, doggy style, missionary. It's all the same to fucking me. Fucking.
It is all subjective, no matter what. Because there's a whole bunch of people who believe a whole bunch of things that I'll never.
I think what gets lost is like the human effect, right? Like we should just be like decent people. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, you know, maybe there's someone there's like sensitive people and non-sensitive people. How about that? Because like if we were all decent people, I think it's the level of sensitivity that people are like, okay, I'm a decent person, but I might make a bad joke. You know what I mean? And a sensitive person might be like, oh my God, he's fucking horrible. You know what I mean? But see, that, you know what I mean? Like it's the human effect, because someone else on the flip side might think that's hilarious. You know what I mean? Yeah. And laugh with me. You know what I mean?
And Tino said, I believe I'm immortal, but I can't find out until the end.
That's why I started making music.
Because it makes you immortal,
so to speak.
You can live forever.
Yeah. And like I have extreme narcissism to a degree. I mean, hello, look at me. I'm doing a stream right now. You know what I mean? Like so it's like these are just different things that, like, you know what I mean, are like reflections of it. You know what I mean? I always thought it's interesting. See, like, okay, for example, I think Kidda, this is why he doesn't go on too many platforms like that. It's by choice. You know what I mean? And like when he comes on here, because like it feels like it's a level of homies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because it is. Yeah. Right? It's the crew. So he's comfortable to, like, you know what I mean? To like free speak. You know what I'm saying? Nobody judges him. Nothing like that. It actually makes cause for a good debate, right? You know what I mean? Because that's really, whenever it's stuff like that we can't measure, or when there's no facts or this and that, or like, you know what I mean? It's all subjective. You know what I mean? And I'm all about that, because I find that fascinating. I hate people who are one-dimensionally thinking, period. You know what I mean?
Well, and because I think, like, you know, he could bring up his ideas here, and like it's not going to come to us just talking shit about him or him talking shit about us because we like know each other. So it actually is like a healthy debate without, because I mean that's where all the debates get like really bad, is when people start talking shit about, you know, you start taking personal jabs or whatever, that it just changes everything at that point, because then people start getting in their feelings with whatever they're talking about. I'm glad that I don't get in my feelings about anything that Kidda says, because that's just what he believes.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. It's funny too, because like, you know,
I bet it racks his brain though when he's like trying to like.
He was like excited. He was excited about his new spot, right? He was excited about his new spot. He's like, man, I was looking for a spot. Boom, he got it, right? I think it's like 6 miles from his work. Way better than 125. I feel like that's the universe right there.
Well, he would say it wasn't, because he would say he went and did the footwork.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you thought it was just. The universe doesn't just put it right in front of you. You gotta find. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Gotta fulfill the destiny still.
Exactly. Put you right.
Yeah, and Peacock said I've talked like this with Kidda before. It's always civil, and I see things from his perspective. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Might be different though if someone, you know, like now we can all say. I mean, well, most of us can say we've met each other in person, you know, and shit like that. And that's like super cool, because like a lot of communities that are rocking like we're rocking right now cannot never really say that.
See, here's the one thing too. Like, it's probably gonna sound pretentious, but like I feel like I'm more spiritual. I just get along with. I naturally gravitate towards people that are mad spiritual. Like I would say, the kid, the way he thinks he's free spirited, which would, by definition to me, makes him spiritual. Like, you know what I mean? He believes in himself as the driving force. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has the spirit. He has the spirit.
Yeah.
Right. And then, like, you know, Peacock, you know, he has a strong faith. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the faith is helping keep him strong through his sobriety. You know what I mean? His California sobriety. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Because like he's a better person, and life's better while he's not, you know, getting wasted all the time, right? Like,
and that's what he
like,
thinks for himself. Nobody else said that about him necessarily. Like that was a conscious choice that he made.
Exactly, right? And you know what I'm saying? And who's gonna be like, oh, well, you know, and you never know. Maybe it even inspires other people to get stronger in their faith, because you know what I'm saying, they're battling whatever inner demons. You know what I mean? So even for what that's worth, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what is part of like Christianity, is like, you know what I'm saying, that by definition is to spread the word of Christ. So even just that alone, you know what I mean, he's doing his part. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you're religious, if you're looking at it from a religious perspective. Because then now with me, with a lot of psychedelics, I was like, okay, like I believe in God and all that stuff, and like, the crazy stories, like even like if you go through the Bible, I feel like it's all alien stories, like and abductions, and like, you know what I mean? Because I adopt a certain theory that I believe in, because these crazy ass stories, if they come from some type of truth, like, okay, like David and Goliath, I don't know, it just sounds like a giant alien thing. You know what I mean? With one eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they wrote that in the book, I'd be like, oh, you know what I mean? It doesn't sound like some fucking crazy, you know what I mean? Or even like Enoch. You know what I mean? He basically tells a story like he got abducted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit interests me after I got to a certain part of my life where I used to think that shit was all a crock. Then it kind of reinvigorated my interest in it, like, oh shit, that's kind of crazy. Because now if you just base it on all ancient aliens, like that's divine intervention by definition. But back then, if you have no basis of comparison, what are you gonna call God? What is an alien? You know what I mean? Something comes from the sky. You're like, oh shit, that was God, bro. You know
What up?
I mean?
What up, Banks? He said, look like Bernie Mac and I started the trade Megalodon. Man, it's crazy because I think I made one of the first trades of the day. And it's a league where Bernie Mac and SD Riders are in, and SD Riders started talking shit after I made my trade. And I think that made people get a little trade crazy on Saturday. I like it. Switch it up because we just talked about the Bakes trade, and we talked about that trade before you came.
You bought a running back that's 20 whatever years old for 2 first-round picks and an A chain. It's funny because we would make fun of anyone who would do that shit, but then you say, "Oh, who's the running back?" CMC. Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Never mind.
But yeah, Bakes, we said that you won that trade for sure. I can't remember who you traded to get that first round, but yeah, it seems like a dub there for you for sure. And then SD Riders and Bernie Mac, they make the trade where SD Riders gets Amari Cooper, Jerome Ford, Bernie Mac gets Mingo, Burks, Bigsby, Palmer. I mean, there's a lot of nothing.
What did he buy the Jerome Ford Cooper with?
Mingo, Bigsby, Burks, Palmer.
Oh, that's what you said. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, so a lot of nothing on both sides.
That's weird.
Seems like Mingo is like the dynasty player that I'd want over everybody else here. And then we got Bernie Mac and Jay Mactown. They made a trade. JSN for Tony Pollard. Bernie Mac received JSN. Jay Mac received Tony Pollard. I hope Tony Pollard fucks it up for him. And then SD Riders and Bernie Mac made another trade. Devin White for a second rounder. And it wasn't his second rounder. It was Big Ton's second rounder.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of trades going down because this is the time. I mean, there's no trade deadline in these dynasties, but a lot of things are going to be, really shaping out over these next couple weeks. This is the time.
Yeah, because that's a top heavy league too.
And let's see, Riker. What up, Riker? New Twitch peep. He said, got a question for you fellas. I have opportunity to trade Rondale Moore, Alexander Madison, and a separate opportunity to trade a 4th round pick for Ty Chandler. Should I do one or do both? I don't want Alexander Madison. I mean, I don't necessarily want Rondell Moore either. I wouldn't do that one. I would do the fourth round pick for Chandler though.
Yeah, just to lock that down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Chandler than Madison. I know that Madison is just concussion this week.
Then a bye week.
He's not look good. Like, you know, like
yeah, he sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not even getting the volume that would have been made him like any kind of like anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, because that was the only case I ever made for him.
Yeah.
He's gonna get volume. He's like, he sucks. I know. Now he doesn't get the volume. Yeah, he just sucks. It is what it is.
Chase said, how about trading Ridley and Hubbard for Kyren? So I'm deep at receiver. I mean, what wide receiver is he for you that you're like that deep? Because I mean Hubbard, whatever. Is he like fifth or sixth wide receiver? I would do it, I guess. Yeah.
Here's the thing: is like, man, like shit. I just try to move Hubbard and something else.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like,
well, because like also it's like if you just hold on to I guess it is trade deadlines. Because like this Tennessee matchup, dude. Tennessee matchup could shine them up real nice. But yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, you still got to get Kyren back. That's the thing. Like he's still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They haven't even opened up the thing yet for him. They just expect him back on the. This is what they're saying, right? But they haven't opened up the window yet.
What
have
they?
No,
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And Bake said, yeah, Bernie Mac had to give up Mahomes for Brees, a couple late firsts and Fields. I mean, still has.
He gave up Mahomes? Who did he give him Mahomes to?
I don't remember.
Oh, Crispy, I think.
Is that what it was?
I think so.
Let's go check it.
Check me out if my recall is dope like that.
Let's see.
Cause like everyone, it's funny because I'm sitting here, I'm all sour. I'm like, oh, everyone's having fun right now because they have picks to move around. Because I did all my action early on in the off season, or actually right before the season even. Like I remember I bought Kamara like right before week one.
This was the one where Crispy.
Yeah, because that happened early. So like Bernie Mac was kind of like he was like, yeah, I guess he was kind of.
Yeah, let's see. When was that? That was July when that happened.
Yeah, so Bernie Mac was kind of maybe he was hanging it up then, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, the hype on Fields. It was like maybe getting.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Fields plus the multiple firsts. I mean that is selling high on Mahomes.
He ain't lying.
And whoever the hell and Brees also. So I mean that was a big time trade. Didn't really work out that good for him.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like it worked out amazing for Crispy necessarily. Crispy's 1-9.
See, and this is why like I don't mind giving up first like during this time of year if I'm buying like you know like a little mini hauls or even just 1-for-1s. But like in the off season, I was like doing the chunky ones, bruh. You know what I mean? Like I when I was spooked on the Brock, like whether he was gonna be the guy or not, and I had fucking shitty Lance and then only Burrow, ended up had to take the Burrow, Chase and the first, and then brought back Herbert and Tua, and it was probably the only time to buy a Tua because if whoever had that when Bakes took over that team, he probably was like, yeah, fuck Tua, you know what I mean?
And I think the worst thing, like even about Crispy, I tried to tell him. Like, man, you have to be willing to move some of these like big guys if you're trying to rebuild. Because I was like, man, if you don't hit on the first rounders or you just don't have them, and there's a lot of times where Crispy will just like treat it. You got
to flip those first rounders for players too. If not, you know what I mean, or like you draft a high end player, then you flip them immediately. You know what I mean, like.
Yeah, because I have been seeing some of these guys who've been trading away the first so much and. I don't know. They don't keep the trades going because you just got to keep the trades going. If you don't have any first, how the hell do you like build? Mm-hmm. I did see those, man. It's crazy how late Puka was going in our drafts. The rookie drafts, that is.
Yeah. Yeah, there when during whatever I forget when we were doing 23, that draft, that was the one time I drafted Puka. It was like, and I probably got him like. I know I traded in to get him. It was funny, but it was like because there was like all these blurbs, like you know what I mean. But then that was it. It was like real short. Then it got real quiet about him. You know what I mean? And they don't play him. And I mean, they didn't play preseason to their starters. That kind of was a tell. Also, I mean, he did get in there preseason, but
were we on? Tino said, "Hush." You see the Riker question? Yeah, I mean, we answered it. What was it on? Oh, was it another one? No.
Yeah, shout out to Riker.
Oh, okay. He just gave a follow up. Hold on. I'm gonna hit this dab and then we'll do it. Thanks for that. And Peacock gifting a subscription over there, 420 crew membership. Someone must be cooking over there right now. There we go. There we go. Thanks, Tino, for pointing that out. He said regarding the Rondale for Madison and the fourth for Ty Chandler. He said my best and only running back option this week is Kenny Gainwell.
See, here's the thing. It's like if you're going to buy Chandler, right? Like you want to hold on to Madison then just to lock that whole thing down. You know what I mean? Because, there's, like just, that's probably a smarter idea. But because, I mean, if you're going to get Rondale, it's because you're going to throw him in your lineup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he'd be trading Rondale to get Madison.
Oh, that's why. So he's literally just buying Chandler.
Yeah, he said it was two separate trades. Rondale for Madison and then a totally separate fourth rounder for Chandler. That's why I don't know. I wouldn't really be trying to get Madison, but now that I mean, if Rondale is nothing for you, I guess I'd probably do both just to
to lock that down.
Yeah.
To have a running back period, whoever it is. Because Gainwell, he's like not even a fringe flex, but like he's like if anything,
you're lucky. He needs to get a touchdown to like maybe get a shot at 10.
And like if anything happens to Swift, he's definitely like you're like, oh shit, then you came up. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, so I would hold on to Kenny Gainwell, obviously, and then like I would try to lock down that Minnesota backfield, I guess.
And then to clarify what it was, Tino was asking because he doesn't see the ads because anyone who's a 420 crew member doesn't get ads at all. And I think it's like 60 seconds, sometimes maybe a minute and a half. Sometimes I think there's 30 or 45 second ones. So it's just like different size ads or whatever. Yeah, I don't even know how that happens. But if you subscribe and use Amazon Prime, so if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free with your Amazon Prime subscription. So that's one of the cool things about Twitch. Amazon owns it. You get the perk of becoming a member for free. And thanks for that follow-up the follow-up info. Riker, that makes it a lot easier to give you, the proper answer.
Yeah, because I'm okay with Rondale Moore, but he's a French flex as well. But it's like, you know what I mean? Because I mean, he obviously becomes like quote unquote interesting because Kyler Murray's back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there we go, Tino. Thanks. Just always a reminder. And because I have to be looking like specifically at the chat to be able to see that. So I don't even know half the time when the ads are popping up. I try to have it, so I can see it. But there we go. Bake said, yep, I linked to Amazon. He said super easy on the app. Yep. I would say if there is a downfall, the only downfall is you manually have to resubscribe again after 30 days or 31 days or whatever the hell it is. But you'll notice because the 420 crew badge, it'll just go away. And you'll know that you just need to like click that button again. And all you have to do is it'll say resubscribe. You hit the resubscribe, and then there's an Amazon Prime option right there by the bottom. You click use Amazon Prime, and then you hit resubscribe, and then boom, in there for another month.
Bong.
Tino said I had to get my wife to do it. I don't know any passwords.
Me neither.
You should just make your password. Password is Tino. Like taco, password is taco. He never forgets the passwords. Everybody may know it, but at least you won't forget it.
Yeah.
All right. Time to get up out of here. And Peacock, he said, I linked mine now. It's free. He said I paid 3 months before I figured it out. Well, you're the man. You're the man, bro. We appreciate you.
See, I change my code every single day.
Gotta keep switching it up.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Bogey, why don't you send us on home?
Hey, week 11, give me money.
Yeah, we'll see you later. Peace.
Peace.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.